Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a cool team you can use for this faction assault in the Dripping Caverns. First things first though, you can pop to the shop, and if you don't have your horde level at level 100 in the Dripping Caverns, but you'll already have a potion of enchantment stored, you can get one for a mere 30 gems, and you get some other stuff at the same time. More gold, more troops, more chaos shards, and more sigils. Not bad, not bad. You can go on a bit further. At tier 4 there is the faction weapon, the jelly shot. It's alright, destroys magic +1 gems of the most used enemy mana colour and summons a random Dripping Caverns troop. The only trouble with that spell is you don't have very much control over what colour you're going to generate unless you cast it on a monocolour troop of the enemy, and therefore you know what gems are going to be destroyed. But apart from that, no real control over or know what colour you're going to get. So yes, alright, but nothing spectacular. Right, now onto the team itself. For these battles, you can just trot across the middle there, straight to the end, or take a alternate route, whatever you prefer. This way is probably the easiest. Right, this is a team I've used before. I'll put a link in the description for that below. Definitely probably the easiest no mythic option. Just Essence of Evil just shuts down any enemy you like. Completely fantastic. And Tesla just gets more and more powerful as the enemies get more powerful. And paired with Holy St. Astra, who gives humans a 50% start, it's an absolute walk in the park. I'll put a link to that team in the description below. So a different option, if you don't have any Teslas, for example, would be something like this. You don't have to have Wand of Stars either. Something like Essence of Evil will do a superb job in first place. If you don't have this, this is just really handy for that extra cleanse, just in case somehow our Queen Bee gets stunned, which will stop her cleanse. And it's a quick mana generator at the same time. Classic combo, Queen Bee and Venoxia work really well together. Queen Bee creating 9 green and brown gems, then dealing a decent amount of true scatter damage, chance to get an extra turn and half her mana back, and obviously she has that awesome third trait as well, cleanse all allies when matching 4 or more gems. Works really well with Venoxia, who creates green and blue and does true damage to all enemies. The green feeding back into all these troops, as well as the brown going into the Wand of Stars. So like I say, if you don't have Wand of Stars, chuck in something like Essence of Evil. Really, really good. For the 4th troop, you can have almost anybody you like. That's going to work really well. You can have a second Queen Bee, you can have a second Venoxia, anything you like really. But Venalis is a nice pick for this, because it entangles and fairy fires a random enemy when matching green gems, which will be doing an awful lot. The fairy fire is going to add 50% extra damage to incoming spells to the enemy, which with the way our Queen Bee and Venoxia work, that is going to be really useful for buffering up the power, and the entangle is going to stop them from damaging our troops with skulls. So really good, not too worried about the spell. It's more about that Enchanted Vines 3rd trait, and we get bonus green from green gem matches. Really, really nice. The banner for this team is just a plain and simple +2 green, because we use all the colours with Wand of Stars. And it's, we can run it in Geomancer. Nice to have that 50% start at the beginning. Nice to have reduced damage from skulls as well. And the talent trees work really nicely with it as well. Inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage to me. This one doesn't really matter. Anti-magic sphere is good. Tactician, handy to gain extra magic at the start of battle. Rock Solid, gain a barrier when matching brown gems, which will happen automatically when we cast Queen Bee as well. Tree of Knowledge, gain enchant when matching green gems, which will happen automatically when casting Queen Bee or Venoxia. So you can see why these work really well with this team. And Fortitude, immune to stun, poison, disease, death mark, lycanthropy, and devour. Right, let's jump in and have a battle or 3. Looking for any double drop or 4 match to get our one to start up straight away, but it got going straight away because of the potion of explosion. Might as well cast the first option, usually works really well. Queen Bee's ready to rock and roll and do her stuff. And demolish. Right, enough of that messing around on those lower levels. Let's see how this works on the Delver level 500 in this faction. Let's pop in the same team. This one I recommended at the beginning, really, really good. This is the one we're going to try instead. For the highest level, I actually prefer Essence of Evil for this. Just keeps everything just that much safer. Slightly slower at the beginning, but certainly keeps things on track, if you know what I mean, regarding safety of the team. Let's go! Looking for green as much as possible, because you get that awesome third trait, Entangler and Verify a random enemy by matching green gems. Really cool. We'll cast this though. Nice fast mana generator most of the time. As you can see, we've got 2 of the enemy verified and entangled already. So when we cast our damage dealers, they're going to be receiving 50% extra incoming damage. Very nice indeed. Makes things happen just that much quicker. When we get brown, we get rock solid barrier. May as well get that because we verify someone else potentially. I think she missed that time or done it to the same person. Queen Bee got the extra turn. Can cast Venoxia's Noxious Gas. One extra turn out of that. Queen Bee can finish off. That Verify really helping out with that 50% extra damage. Like I say, if you don't have Venalis, pop in a second Venoxia. Second Queen Bee. Anybody you like, really. Somebody that does Verify is actually a really good choice. Oh, a cough is really aggravating me today. Manifests itself mainly when you try and talk, which is a real pain when you do YouTube videos. Let's cast this again. See, oh, major fail there from the Wonder Stars, but we got away with it. I mean, you can collect this if you want, but when there's a lot of green now, I actually prefer to leave it. It just gives Queen Bee's spell a better chance of working. And when you match those green anyway, you're still going to get the Fairy Fire and Entangle effect from Venalis. Lots of extra damage now coming into them. I mean, you can cast Venalis if you want to. Don't really see the need to though myself, because the enemy's not going to last long anyway. Medals of Nisha for this team to boost up the power of our Venalis, our Venoxia and our Queen Bee. Well, they're going to be ready next round anyway on the weapons, so we may as well get something for another troop. Go on, Bee, do your bee stuff. Yeah, Venoxia. Didn't quite work out at that time, so we'll cast our wand. Like I say, if you don't have wand, then Essence of Evil would have been really good. Explode loads of gems, charging up the team nice and quickly. All those greens, get the extra Fairy Fire and the Entangle up. Really cool. Speeds things up. A really good alternative if you don't have a Tesla. And let's do the last one. Rock Squid. That Potion of Explosion and that 50% start and the Potion of Enchantment gets our wand up really quickly. Always good to get your wand up nice and fast. Everybody, apart from one, is Verified and Entangled. That means 50% extra incoming damage for them. That makes a lot of difference. The way Queen Bee and Venoxia can loop on each other makes it nice and fast. Any skull hits that get left behind aren't going to be doing anything. They're entangled, and it's as simple as that. Really nice, easy team. Boosted up by the very handy spell of, or third trait rather, of Venalis. There you go, there's a nice alternative to Tesla. Tesla's still my favourite for this, absolutely love her in factions. The fact that the enemy just gets more powerful, just works against them with Tesla, is what makes her tick. But yeah, a nice little alternative. Well, there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.